Hello guys, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss 10th March current affairs. Welcome to our channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the today's important current affairs. The first one, UAPA, that is Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Here unlawful, that is Prevention Act. The name itself defines it, it cannot be lawful. Here there has been over 72% increasing in the number of persons arrested under the UAPA in 2019 as compared to year in 2015. Here this data is provided by Ministry of Home Affairs in the Lok Sabha show. There is a Lok Sabha show, in that there is a data provided by Ministry of Home Affairs that there is a increase, that is more than 50%, that is 72% increase in the persons arrested under the UAPA. Here these cases, who will investigate? Who will investigate these type of cases? Here cases under the UAPA are investigated by the state police and the National Investigation Agency, NIA, National Investigation Agency. Here under the UAPA, getting the bail is rare, and the investigation agency has up to 180 days to file a charge sheet. Here the most important one is, if suppose any person booked under this UAPA, there is a getting bail is rare, and the investigation agency has up to 180 days to file a charge sheet on that persons. Here see the statistics. Right side I have given a graph. If you see the cases in 2015, 897 cases are registered, whereas in 2019 cases are registered 1226. If you see the persons arrested in 2015, that is 1128. If you see that is in 2019, that is almost 72% increasing in 1128 to 1948. These are the cases increasing. Here with the 3600 cases, Manipur registered the most such cases in 2019. That is Manipur registered with the most such cases in 2009. As many as 1948 persons were arrested under the this UAPA Act in 2019. That is about Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Next one, NSAP. Here that is National Social Assistance Program. Here it is a centrally sponsored scheme of Government of India that provides financial assistance to the elderly, widows, persons with disabilities in the form of social pensions. Here this scheme is administered by Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India. Here there is a parliamentary standing committee for rural development has presented this data in Lok Sabha. It is like a little support to these persons, elderly persons, widows, persons with disabilities. The National Social Assistance Program is applicable to these type of persons. Here pension is considering 200 to 500 a month for senior citizens in the below poverty line households. Widow pension scheme is 300 to 500 for a month for widows aged over 40 in BPL households. Disabilities pension, that is 300 per month for a persons aged 18 to 79 with a severe or multiple disabilities in BPL below poverty line households. Family benefit 20,000 upon the death of a breadwinner aged 18 to 59 below BPL households. Annapurna scheme, there is a 10 kg of food grains per month for senior citizens who are not receiving any pensions. That is Annapurna scheme. These are the schemes available under the NSAP, or there is a financial assistance to these people. Next one, India's satellite man. Who is he? Here, Udupi Ramchandra Rao, that is India's satellite man. Google is celebrating 89th birthday of renowned Indian professor and scientist Udupi Ramchandra Rao, remembered by many as India's satellite man. Here, Udupi Ramchandra Rao was an Indian space scientist and chairman of ISRO, that is Indian Space Research Organization. He supervised he supervised the 1975 launch of India's satellite, first satellite, that is Aryabhatta, one of our over 20 satellites he developed that transformed much of rural India by advancing communication and meteorological services. He also developed polar satellite launch vehicle, that is PSLV vehicles. That's why we have to remember this great personality, that is Udupi Ramachandra. He is known as India's satellite man. Maitri Setu. Here, what is this Maitri Setu? And between which countries? Here, the bridge Maitri Setu has built over the Feni River, which flows between Indian boundary in Tripura state and Bangladesh. Here, there is a 1.9 kilometer long bridge joins Sabroom in Tripura with Ramgarh in Bangladesh. That bridge connects the Sabroom and Ramgarh, both both countries. The name itself, Maitri Setu, symbolizes growing bilateral relations and friendly ties between India and Bangladesh. Right side you can see the picture of Maitri Setu from Tripura to Bangladesh. With this we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to our channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam.